VG.bet. Most popular esports titles. Deposit with convenient payment options. Cool mini games. And 24/7 support for players. Sign up now for the best esports bets at VG.bet.
Well, map 1 did not go according to plan for VG.Anthrax. They are now one map loss away from elimination here at the StarLadder Minor Closed Qualifiers, specifically for the Southeast Asian region. We've got ourselves Mirage coming up now. My name is Hawker, here to bring you the action for what could be the last map of the mainstream today. Unless VG.Anthrax can turn around their fortunes into this one. The Malaysians will start on the CT side. One kit in play for Taymor. Pro's got himself a set of nades for TNC. And they are looking to try and run over mid, which isn't a bad option. Papi Chulo gets the quick dink. Frosties could have one-tapped him there. That was a little bit of a risk. But now that they've got the opening, the A-site split is looking pretty tasty right now. The two CTs are playing from CT spawn, effectively. Nice shot. Papi Chulo with the USP, trying to cut off these rotates. Push comes in. Castle gets one kill in reply, but it's only the one kill. And that means that Taymor has got to find two frags. Looking forwards, Taymor. He's got the smoke, he's got the kit. Clearing in towards a ramp, holding this angle. Oh, wow. Derek manages to land the shot. I thought Taymor might be in a good position to win that one because he was just holding the angle. But no, it does not happen for him. Derek recovers the USP, puts it to use, and gets TNC their first round win on Mirage. So overall, a slight risk taken on that mid play, but I think TNC knew that that would be a slight risk and they were happy to take it just because they had the players at underpass who could have probably traded it out fairly fast. And into round 2, mid control is the initial aim again. Derek finds the opening. Pretty similar to the previous round. The push has come through spawn though. That's the one switch up. Taymor's in behind here. This hasn't been heard. Papi Chulo completely oblivious. He should have heard those steps. It's only the one gun loss, but it is an AK into the hands of Castle. Not anymore, it's not. His head will be ripped off. And Maddox will try to get a gun, but I doubt they'll let him get the AK. Well, hold on a second. Why are they letting him get the AK? Wits eventually pushes forwards. It's all good. Borkham's in on the other angle. They will be able to save 2 rifles into the next round, which I think is all they had, if I'm not mistaken. In comes the buy from the CTs, and Castle has gone straight for the AWP. Will he be playing like a Castle, though? Will he be sitting in one spot and just holding it down? Or will he maneuver around the map? That's, I suppose, the question we need to ask ourselves. Right now, he is going to be holding towards A. Top mid aggression might not come through now that that smoke has been unsuccessful. TNC are going to move towards A anyway, so it might not matter. Frosty ready to cut this off, holding close. The MAC-10 could have got it done, but it doesn't happen. VG pick up the opening kills, and JRL in with one of his own. Spray down is huge. 3 kills for him. What a spray. They all line up for him. They all go falling down like dominoes. And VG are on the board. So pretty nice hold from VG. They didn't have to be scared of mid thanks to the quick aggression and quick kill that came through. And then TNC are just all funneling in from A ramp, and that's what allows JRL to just fully focus on that position, get the 3-man spray down, and sure, he had to do really well to get all those kills, but it was really nice that he only had to focus on that one angle. Easy kill there for Borkum, though. A little too easy as he holds in towards A ramp. Top mid smoke has got TNC a little nervous. They will just be holding back, but then again, they've got the early man advantage, and there was a gun dropped into A ramp, if I'm not mistaken. Flash goes towards mid. TNC have taken control, but remember, they've got some players with pistols. Borkum just bides his time for his second entry towards A. VG are trying to go for these solo pushes just based on the timing. And TNC just play it patient. It's almost like VG got a little antsy in this round. Like they felt like they needed to do something. They weren't really comfortable just sitting on the site. And TNC took full advantage of that fact. They will move in towards A. Smokes go down. Maddox finds one. But the bomb is about to be planted. And even though there could have been a line of sight up from the stairs, Pro will not be susceptible to it. Pro is just sitting in sandwich, but his position isn't going to come into play. VG have to save. TNC get almost gifted the opening 2 kills. You would think maybe using some utility on that aggression would be a better idea, or at least pushing with a couple of players, but they go for the solo aggression. It ends up going against them in both instances. Again, credit to Borkum for his patience. It pays off in a huge way. TNC take the round win, although with those 2 saved guns, I think VG will likely be forcing up into this one. Maybe not, though. Maybe they can just half buy. Okay, no, they've decided to force. I totally get why, right? They've saved the 2 guns. It's a pretty decent buy. I mean, they're missing a bit of weaponry, but the nades and the utility in general is really good, so I don't mind this decision. Mid-aggression coming through. JRL out of the round. Frosty finds the double, but Derek comes in from behind, and there's only 2 CTs left alive. Castle has to be scared of multiple angles, so he's just let the bomb cross to the A site. Maddox coming in from the flank, gets one. Oh, Derek died in his own molly there. Maddox would have had him anyway, but that's a funny little detail. Castle moving forwards. Molly for A ramp. There's no one there, though. Currently, it's CT that the CTs need to be careful of. Nice nade over the top. Maddox spots the man in CT. Smoke will go down. Castle ready to move forwards, but he doesn't know where this second man is. Borkum biding his time from the back of the site. Again, I've been saying that a lot. I really like how Borkum knows when he doesn't need to make a play. He knows when to play patiently. It's definitely helping TNC right now. Just feels like he's in control of these situations, like he knows exactly what's about to happen. And that leads to TNC's 4th round win, and now an opportunity to come out to quite a convincing lead. Just looking at this TNC team, I wouldn't say there's a real standout player on this squad. It generally is a bit more of a team effort. For example, both Wits and Papi Chulo are joint highest rated on the team, and then Borkum's not too far behind. Just in terms of average performance in the last few months, that is. But it's not like they have, you know, a hard carry or anything like that. It normally is a much more of a team effort for the Filipinos. Pro playing the entry position, but it's Papi Chulo who gets the opening kill. Pro just clears out every single angle. Derek with a successful spray onto the second. And the pistols will do little in round number 6. Ooh, Castle hasn't really kept enough for the AWP here if he wants it. Okay, so they have his teammate to drop it over for him. Frosty will have to sacrifice all of his nades to do that. Again, from what we've seen, Castle has definitely been the best player on VG throughout the day. But he's been relying on that AWP to make these plays. So it's, again, good to have it in his hands. It's also good that he's on the right side of the map. The AWP playing in towards A, and TNC looks set on moving straight towards him. Castle just went back to CT. Second smoke for Palace, I think will slow things down again because TNC have actually got 3 players stacked in the Palace, which is somewhat of a surprise on this push. Like, look at the players at ramp. They've only got 2 players to actually set up these nades. So I think the idea here will be the 3 Palace players push out quickly and try and swarm CT. And that could definitely work. JRL's been forced forwards. The ramp players have to be careful. JRL cuts them off. Flashbang deployed. He's trying to slow things down, and he's doing a decent job at that. They don't know he's here. Why are they not checking that angle? JRL comes in with a second, straight up the ladder. Finally falls, but it's all up to Papi Chulo. 3 to find, and he's got the first. Pre-fire onto the second. Papi Chulo could win this, but Maddox is in such an unexpected position. Oh no, he's not going out. Papi Chulo can get the bomb down. This could happen. Fake plant comes in, and Maddox comes through at just the right time. Again, though, Papi Chulo keeps it close, and that is important because remember, VG's economy is not well established. This buy is not going to be great for the CTs here. How's it going, Dinko? I assume you've just woken up because it's 3:30 and you're lazy. I just realized that if someone didn't know that we know each other, that sounds really harsh. That I'm just completely calling out some random dude in the chat. I promise you I know who Dinko is. There's a smoking T spawn. Classic. Always fun. Ooh, Tamor in from behind. Gets himself a free frag. You would think now the CTs would rotate away from B, surely. They've got B completely cleared, but they're taking so much time. Then again, the same can be said for TNC. They're taking a lot of time moving towards A, even though they know that VG have pushed through B themselves. This is such a strange position. Papi Chulo will go in first. Nice kill up close onto the man who was low on health. By the way, Pro yet to get a kill despite his team being 5-2 up. Papi Chulo goes down. No trade attempt just yet. No nades left either, but the bomb can cross safely. No players in CT either, so bomb is planted. Pro somehow manages to fall back to A ramp. This is insanity. Again, the bomb's planted safe, so not the best spot to be in. And with Maddox finding the wall bank, Pro needs this. Gets the first. Oh no, he doesn't know there's another man coming. Now he does. He turns around. Borkham in with another, but it's all up to him. 1 on 2. He knows where the first man is. He finds him. Borkham trying to survive, trying to do what he can, but Castle comes in with the pre-fire. Is there time? There's no time. Oh my god, is there? Oh, Castle comes so close. But they don't pick up the round win. I thought he might have had it, but no. TNC just about to do enough. Wow, that's ridiculous. VG just cannot buy themselves a round win right now. Sorry, my mouth just fell asleep on me for a second there. It happens sometimes. What can you do? And to confound on that last round loss, we'll have another into this one. Frosty comes away with a single kill for his team. It does feel like this series and this whole qualifier is starting to slip away from VG right now. Round 10 might be their chance to do something. The upside is that TNC's money is really not as great as you might think. So a round win could definitely turn things around slightly. A couple of failed nades towards mid at the start there, but TNC will be able to move forwards without too much hassle. Frosty is causing them some issues. Gets the kill onto Pro, who was trying to peek towards him. 3v5. Not the start they needed, but Wits has got up close and personal. Orp must not have landed that shot. Wits had the opportunity to pick up a follow-up frag. JRL, oh no, this is the bomb. The bomb is coming his way. Derek has got to be careful, and he is. He wins the fight. Over towards CT. Tamor is thinking of moving forward. Timing is just right. Attention drawn away from that angle. However, Derek has to move up through a ramp, and he does a lot of damage. Again, though, no smoke in his hands. They've got to wait for Papi Chulo to smoke the cross, which will finally happen, but it's not the best smoke. Oh my god, Derek gets one kill. The man on the other side of the smoke is so low, but Derek's got to do it all. Takes a bit of damage from the molly. That gives away exactly where he is. Fake plant comes in. Derek comes so close to getting it done. Frosty survives on 3 points of health, but it's not meant to be. VG find their third round win. But again, TNC are already one map up, and they're into a comfortable lead here on Mirage. I wouldn't say a commanding lead just yet. No money left for TNC, so if they were to lose this round, that would be problematic. Again, Castle holding from CT. Oh, Tamor spots the man on the edge of the smoke. Tamor not able to pick up the follow-up frag, but oh man, Frosty just finds Pro right through the smoke. He heard the shots being fired, and he pinpointed exactly where they were coming from. Nice nade to the site there, but Borkham has found a kill in the meantime. The CT player pushing up. Borkham lets his teammate die, but gets the trade frag eventually. Reload coming in. That's going to seal Borkham's fate in this one. It's up to Wits. One-on-one. He knows the man's on the site. Another clutch scenario, and Wits is playing it so safe. The time isn't really there anymore. JRL has got to get on the bomb right now. Smoke goes forwards. Wits realizes Wits needs to go. He's only got the AWP. He can't land the shot. JRL gets the defuse. Wits finds the frag just after the time, but the round goes the way of VG. And I was wondering why Wits was going so far away from the bomb there. Maybe he thought that it was unlikely that the player would stick the defuse, but as soon as the smoke goes down, he realizes he's in trouble. And it's TNC's turn to take a weaker buy with the saved AWP, the main piece of weaponry to play with. A execute will come through. Even though they've only got pistols, they've got plenty of nades to work with. JRL is sitting in the smoke, but Papi Chulo has just run right by him. Nice shot from Wits. Drops down, but Wits misses the reaction shot, and Taymor comes in from behind. Doesn't know that there's a third man there, so it's into the 2v2. God, these rounds are ridiculous right now, but in comes the kill from Maddox. And Wits has got to find both. That won't happen. Maddox secures the round win. Again, these rounds are just so frantic. It's really hard to really understand what's going on in some of these. It's just crazy plays all over the place. But TNC will be back with a full buy for round 13. Ooh, Castle picks up the opening kill towards mid, wins the Battle of the Orpers against Wits. That's definitely a good start to the round because Wits has been having impact with that sniper. See there, I was just checking the scoreboard. He's up towards the top for TNC. Pro picks up the AWP. Oh, wow, the molly actually does enough. JRL was trapped in the flames. But again, VG hold onto the one-man lead. And with Taymor pushing into Palace, this is a little bit of extra information for the CTs to work with. You can see because Taymor has pushed into Palace, that's allowing VG to stack both of these players towards B. And then Castle is only really focused on connector. So looking at the minimap, A ramp is currently wide open, but they're just assuming that it's very unlikely that all three TNC players would push through ramp. And that is a fair assumption to make. Especially now Frosty gets the information, but he is dangerously low on health. Borkum hunts him down. The second man's in the smoke. Oh man, Maddox is just biding his time. 15 seconds left, and here we go. Bomb plant. What? No, Maddox, you've got to get that kill. Oh man, that is so bad for VG. That had to be a frag every single day of the week, but instead it goes against him, and from there, the round just falls apart. That could have been the turning point. If he gets that frag, all of a sudden, TNC would be so panicked. They would be flustered because they'd have to get the bomb back. Someone would have to get that planted. They'd have to communicate that on short notice. And that's even assuming that they could have got the instant trade. But that one missed kill makes all the difference. And VG gets stuck on USPs for round 14. Easy kills at the start of the round. Papi Chulo picks up his second. By the way, Papi Chulo has been doing a lot of killing and a lot of dying. He is 12 for 13, whereas some of his teammates like Pro are pretty similar on the KD ratio, but have not been doing anywhere near as much in terms of action, I guess. That does show up in the opening duels as well. Papi Chulo has won 4 entries for his team, and he's only died first twice, which is definitely pretty decent. Kind of shows that his aggressive play style has been providing value for the team. And heading into the last round of the half, it will be VG's turn to buy what they can. Oh, Borkum goes first. Ladies first, as always. fake execute towards A. Maddox is moving forwards, gets the first and the bomb. That gives away the game. They know it's a fake. Taymor can stick back towards B. And oh, there's just not enough players here. The bomb drops all the way down. Castle hasn't even rotated. I love the patience there because he figured that if they throw some nades towards A, they're likely to try the flank. And by the way, Frosty is in such a good spot as well. There we go. Okay, yeah, it's all good. It's all good. Frosty knew what he was doing. Double spray from behind. And TNC only take a 9-6 half. Not as dominant as we saw over on Nuke, but still certainly favoured for them coming out of their T side. VG take a timeout ahead of the second half pistol. Maybe they are figuring out exactly what they want to do for what could be an incredibly important round for them, just to dictate how this second half goes. Like I was saying, VG are literally one map away from elimination here in the minor qualifier. So every single round counts at this point. If you want to keep that dream of winning the major alive, you've got to win on this map here first. Just looking at the scoreboard, nothing really standing out massively. There's no huge over or under performers, I wouldn't say. Derek, I guess, is the one player who is doing the most for TNC. But then you look at some of the nade stats, you know, Pro doing good work with the flashbangs. Seems like he is much more of a supportive element of this team, right? Because a lot of the times he's kind of in the back lines, not as involved in the fights, but setting them up well with the utility, working within the system. And I would say that TNC have had a system that's worked pretty well so far. Again, it's not been a solo carry performance on any of these maps. It's generally been a team effort. Here we go. Second half pistol underway. Molly goes in, but easy pickings for Pro. And wow, okay, there's the follow-up. I mean, that is just too easy. It's as simple as that. He's going to get those kills most of the time. Eventually, Pro gets pressured from the A players, and bomb plant goes down. That's all they needed to do. Question is, how do they play now that the bomb has been planted? One player goes into a ramp. They're going to try and go all the way around towards mid. This is so risky. He's only got a Glock. Well, a couple of players are sitting in jungle. Defuse is happening, no? Okay, they faked the defuse. Shots go forwards. JRL in on the flank. Will get one for free. And Wits is trying to fight his way out of this one. He gets the opening. The damage being done. Frosty needs this, but he will be hunted down. Papi Chulo comes in with a couple of kills. Keeps his teammate alive. And even though Wits was only on 2 health, the kit is all he needed to win the round. TNC take the second half pistol, and at this point they could really run away with this one. Again, over on the first map, TNC won both pistols, and I think, yeah, the same has been said here. 4 out of 4 pistol rounds for TNC, I believe. By the way, Wits has just got 4 kills against the low bite. Very nice stuff. 17 seconds is all TNC need to take their 11th round win. Well, MP9s are carried over by the Filipino side, and that means that VG will have the advantage with weaponry. Pretty good utility also. Wow, smoke deployed by Taymor. I was going to say, is he going through that one? He's trying. Frosty actually goes in first. They will take top mid control, despite the CT's smoke into that position. Papi Chulo dancing around the site, calling for support. But Pro decides there's no need to rotate over just yet, because Maddox will play it safe, having taken some early damage. Very important gun round here for VG, and you can feel that they understand that fully. Smoke goes into B apartments, which will keep Borkum safe in this corner. It's the mid control that's come through. I always like this angle, though. This is so rarely checked. There you go. Derek, free kill from behind. Not the cleanest of spray downs, but it didn't need to be. Wits gets one of his own. Wits nearly picks up the follow-up, but it's Borkum up close and personal. The MP9s and rifles combine. It's a team ace for TNC to take 12 rounds on the board. And VG are starting to look like they might be eliminated if they can't up their game soon. Wits will push mid. Ooh, no need for the repeat, but hey, he gets away with a kill, so can't complain too much. I was going to say, staying close in connector is a bit of a risk against these pistols, but he's deciding to do so, and Wits is making me look foolish right now. Papi Chulo takes his time on the backstab. And as the B push comes in, Derek is out of ammo, but the pistol will do the trick. I think TNC have just proven to be a whole different level compared to VG here to date. And as well as VG did to make it through their open qualifier, I don't think anything else will come of their run. It's a bit unfortunate for them that it's very unlikely they will even win a map in this qualifier. It would have been nice to see something go their way, but TNC, I think this is a tough draw in the lower bracket for what it's worth. TNC are not a bad team. I mean, hell, they were one of the invited teams to this qualifier, which really goes to show that they're no joke. They're known within this region. So the fact that VG have been put up against them in the lower bracket is somewhat unfortunate. But then again, in this qualifier, there's only one spot available at the Asian minor. That means that you can't afford to make any mistakes. It's as simple as that. You've got to beat every single team put ahead of you. And sadly for VG, they might be a little too far behind. Borkum brings it into the 3-on-3. TNC are incredibly spread out across the map. Castle now knows where this man is. Papi Chulo repositions. I don't know if they've seen this. He's going to hold. Oh, yes, they have no idea. Nice work from him, but Castle eventually gets the refrag. Not got his AWP out. He's so low on health, 2 HP, and Castle is going to be dealt with. Borkum comes in strong with a 3K. And it feels almost inevitable at this point that TNC will be eliminating VG.Anthrax. The team from Malaysia may not be able to make it any further. Remember, though, that Boot Dreamscape have got Davai on their team, who is another Malaysian. So even if we do lose the full Malaysian team, there's still something for all you guys to be excited about. You can support Boot if you want. Nades over the top. Borkum in with the first, in with the follow-up. He's just been very reliable, very solid throughout this series. Taymor will get 1 kill in reply, and Borkum eventually dealt with, but look at the damage he does. Maddox is down to 12 health. The mollies could be dangerous. Taymor gets another kill into the 2-on-2, but again, both players are really low on health right now. Taymor has got to find two players trying to play the off angle. Smart decision to get the first, but now Pro knows where he is. It's not gonna matter. Nice work from Taymor. Swings out wide, plays the unexpected position, if you like, to win the round. It's not exactly a great position for VG to be in, but at least they win that round. Was well played by Taymor in the clutch as well. The off angle to get the first player was a smart decision, just to try and turn it into the 1v1. And then it was all about just having the confidence to swing on the second man. Despite winning the round, unfortunately for VG, they've actually got the weaker buy here. Oh, aggression isn't successful. Borkum holding well. He's been racking up the kills in the last few rounds, hasn't he? Taymor was just trying to pre-fire a player at the back of connector, but there's no one there. Again, Borkum it's just so solid right now. Seems effortless the way he's finding these kills. Pappy Chulo. Oh, how is he alive? Oh, what? Why is Castle not looking that way? Oh, bloody hell. It is absolute chaos, but I tell you what, TNC coming out on top of the chaos. As Littlefinger would say, chaos is a ladder. TNC have been climbing its rungs slowly but surely. And VG will take one last time out, I guess, to just talk about how much fun they had in this tournament. Because let's be real, they ain't coming back. 8 rounds behind. I mean, if they could do it, then they would make me look like a right fool. So you know what? I want to see it. Why not? Anything that makes me look foolish is always fun for the viewers. Again, I think whatever happens, as we see another timeout, just for fun, whatever happens, I think VG can be pleased that they made it through the open qualifier initially. That's definitely something that they can be, you know, impressed about, because there were some pretty good teams in that qualifier. And, you know, you can argue maybe they got a bit lucky with their side of the bracket or whatever you want to say. They got that 4th win against Exodus, which was kind of fortunate. But, hey, they made it through. They did a really good job. Obviously, the awkward thing about that open qualifier, for me anyway, firstly, Frostfire got eliminated very early, and they're normally quite a good team from this region. But then secondly, Rekka and Maple ended up facing off in the other semi-final, which kind of helped the other teams make it through, I guess you could say, over on the lower side of the bracket. But anyway, enough reminiscing about the past. We need to focus on the present and potentially the future for TNC, as they are likely to stay alive in this tournament. Not many nades for VG. One smoke, a few flashes. They can't go for the execute. It has to be the contact play. Smoke has gone for CT, so they've actually got 2 smokes to work with, but there's a man in towards Sandwich. They don't know. They don't know there's a player here. Are they going to clear it? Oh, no, they haven't. Frosties eventually finds the opening, but that is it. 16-7 to TNC to close out the day. Commiserations to VG.Anthrax. They are eliminated from this qualifier, but TNC will go on a little bit longer. And that is us done for the day here on the main stream. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. My name has been Hawker, and on behalf of everyone here at StarLadder, thank you for watching, and we will see you tomorrow.
GG.bet. Most popular esports titles. Deposit with convenient payment options. Cool mini games. And 24/7 support for players. Sign up now for the best esports bets at GG.bet.